So many of us live our lives in an if then mentality. That assumption that if conditions were just a little bit better, if conditions were perfect, that our life would be so much more fulfilling and enjoyable, that we'd be so much happier. And unfortunately, all we end up doing is diminishing our capacity to appreciate our life as it actually is. Now, it's only human to feel a little bit dissatisfied at times. However, so many of us feel so dissatisfied with our appearance, with our life circumstance, that we just look to a future version of ourselves, look to a future version of our lives, and assume that that's going to be so much better. But I mean, the clock is always ticking. Your life is now. It's not like as if you get the time back at the end. And so it's so important that even if conditions aren't perfect, indeed, even if you're not perfect, which none of us are, that we learn to appreciate what we have, that we learn to make the most of our current reality. Now, this isn't invalidating anybody's suffering or anything that they're going through, nor does it mean that you can't strive to do better with your life or to achieve the things that you want to achieve. It's just recognizing that only through acceptance can we begin to work with the lives that we actually have and begin to be kinder to ourselves in the process. I wouldn't be a major fan of writing a gratitude list each day. I feel sometimes that when we formalize these things, it nearly becomes another box ticking exercise that you do at the end of the day, and it becomes a chore. It loses its meaning. However, I do think it's vital that we direct our attention to the small little things throughout our day that make us smile, such as somebody smiling at us in the street, or watching the sun come up, or enjoying a really nice cup of coffee or tea. And it's just these small little moments that can really add to our life, even when we're struggling, even when we're experiencing a rough time. The more we embody and cherish these moments, the more likely we are to be able to hold on to a sense of good, even when things aren't going as well as we'd actually like. And it can make such a difference to our overall mental and emotional well being. So, just if you find yourself always assuming that the grass is greener on the other side, or that some future version of you is going to be so much better and so much happier, take a moment, look at your life as it is, and try to find something that you can be appreciative of, and try to remind yourself of that as frequently as possible, because again, as I said, life is very short and you have what you have. By accepting that and working with it, you become more present, you become more mindful, and you can become a lot more content as a consequence. If you'd like to work with me, get in touch with me on the website. It's fundamentals.ie.